Well, first intern checked in. Time to lock another casualty. Success story. I'm almost impressed.
All right, fam. Good afternoon. It's good to see everybody. Welcome in, or I should say happy time zone. For some of you, it is still morning, so good morning. Freaker, good to see you. Welcome in. Kira, good morning. Shadow, good to see you as well. Sis, good morning. Zipper Neck Frankenstein. Zipper, it's good to see you as always, love. Welcome in. Alfie, welcome in as well. Oli coming in, streaking on a Sunday. 15 stream streak, Oli. Thank you. Thank you. All right, fam. Now that I've said hello to everybody, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. See you after the intro.
You're watching Damage Industries Corporate TV. Dicked. It's what you get.
The following show has been rated C for chaos, creativity, and caffeine. Lots and lots of caffeine. All right, fam. Welcome to Creative Free Flow. All these screens that you're looking at, this is what we're going to be working on today. Fam, if you haven't had a chance, by the way, you want to see how our entire week went last week, we have something new that we are doing. Along the lines of communication, I'll jump up on camera and talk about it here in just a second. But welcome in, everybody. Zipper, I might just leave it. See, the thing is, for us, it's an inside joke, but anybody coming in new, they're going to be like, why is that big bald not correcting the spelling? That's always the tricky part. I have to make decisions. Fam, by the way, this is something new. Anytime I come in as any one of the characters, even if I'm in here as myself, as the chill little tree, let's get some music going here too. As the chill little tree, I'm still going to come in here as myself first and say hello. And I love you to everybody. That way we can have a proper conversation instead of trying to have an awkward one through character. Although this is going to be a good experiment today, fam. Because again, the chill little tree is me. It's just an avatar representation of me. So you talk to the tree just like you would talk to me. It's not actually a character. It's just me in avatar form. Once I get my contact situation straightened around and my green glasses are back, it'll make even more sense. That's why I made the glasses look that way. So, Olies, holy molies, get your holes blessed. We are going to experiment today, by the way, a little bit. I want to work on the overlays. I decided that I was trying to run before I walked. We need to start out with the start screen because the start screen is a little bit simpler and it would be a little bit easier to figure things out on that. So we're going to start there. Get everything dialed in. I need to get the Standard Damage Industries logo in the right color frame. So we're going to work on that today. Lots of visual fun stuff for us to do today, fam. While the chill little tree hangs out with all of you. Now, fam, today it is going to be a technical test for the chill little tree as well. I'm going to actually let the chill little tree pretty much run the stream. And then I'm going to go back and watch the animations and all that and the reactions and see how it goes.
HR will overlook your crimes this time.
Indeed. Sinful Princess, thank you so much for that Prime sub at 26 months. Thank you so much for the continued support. I really appreciate it. Princess, how are you? It's good to see you. Welcome in. Why are the grasses? Because that's coming through that's the screen capture. The glasses are the same color. That's just I have to brighten up the capture card a little bit. Okay. Not a complaint, constructive criticism, fam, okay? Twitch is using a very outdated transcoding protocol, okay? They use the encoder I shouldn't say that, encoder. The encoder that they use is out of date. There have been not one, but two better encoders that have been come out and relatively universally accepted over top of the one that Twitch currently uses. Now, Twitch is actively working on that, okay? This is a leftover from when Twitch leadership was kind of phoning it in before new leadership took over and started working on this stuff, okay? But again, because Twitch's encoding is what it is, it comes across darker. So I have to brighten that screen up a bit. Now that's good with gaming, and it's like per game. So it's good with gaming, not always with the graphical stuff though. So I have to adjust it a little bit to try and give you the closest representation on screen to what I see. Is it a pain in the... Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because it's a setting I have to pretty much continuously mess around with if I want things to look perfect. If I didn't care as much, you can just set it and leave it. It's not world ending. But when it comes to this kind of stuff, I want you to be able to see what we're working on. And Kira, I'm sorry, that's probably a longer answer than you were looking for, but that's the full explanation as to why the game screen will sometimes look different than what you see on the actual stream itself. Because I have to brighten it up for you to be able to see it properly. Be able to see it properly. It was especially evident when we were playing darker games like Little Nightmares. I went back and watched some of those VODs, and it's like things that I could see clearly, you all could barely see. And that's why I do that. That's why I'll go back and watch the VODs. Not all the time. I don't have time for that. But I'll grab like a 30-minute sample here and there just to make sure that things are where they need to be. But that was one of the big discoveries, is that screen was just so dark. Let's do somersaults, indeed. Oh, the power's out, Princess? Oh my gosh. Princess, we've got a lot of wind around here too. Fam, by the way, In the event that I just suddenly disappear, please know if that happens, I probably won't be back. Tons of windstorms in our area, tons. And they are not pretty. So we may find ourselves in a situation where we either are without power or without internet or both. I decided to go right ahead and stream anyway, fam. I'm not going to cancel a stream on a maybe. All right, but if that happens, fam, please know that's why. And I'll see you on Tuesday. Chill Little Tree, Rico. Oh my gosh. Fam, I got to tell you a story about the Chill Little Tree, by the way. Super quick one, okay? The reason I prioritized doing the Chill Little Tree was because, as I was talking about before, if I do extended streams on a given day, like I get a wild hair and I want to start early, because part of the goal is to make sure I get work done too, where I don't have to worry about being directly on camera, that avatar can just chat away. But the other real reason for that, fam, was that, as you've seen, every time I do an album cover, whichever one of the characters that is the most based on, I have it on the cover somewhere. This one for the Lo-Fi series, I want to be on there. And I wanted to have the happy little tree on that easel that I'm working on. So that's where that started. It's just that once I got to designing the tree, it took on a life of its own. I have been waiting for something to pop up that would be a much more suitable mascot for where we are now. And just turned out fantastic. I can't wait to get it on some merch, fam. That's going to actually, the happy little tree is going to be our next merch line. And I'm going to shoot for a date of, well, here's what I want to do. Okay. This year, Black Friday, we will be streaming. And I do want to do a Black Friday special. It's something I tried a couple of years ago and worked really well. I don't know why I didn't do it again, but we'll do that. So we'll launch the merch line on Black Friday. We'll do a couple of giveaways from that line. All right. Something a little extra to stuff your stockings. We'll get that done. And we'll also see what other discounts we can run. I run the profit margins pretty tight on the merch, fam. But I do allow myself some breathing room. So we're going to probably pop some sales up too in the merch store. I was going for a joke, but apparently it went right over your treetop. Excuse me, Kira. I promise you from the bottom of my heart, as a very close creative writing partner, that I will read your statements more carefully. The statement was, are the glasses greener on the other side? And I went into a 15-minute diatribe as to why I have to use different, yeah. And all it was a joke, and a good one. Let me give you this also, Kira. And it was a good one on top of that. And I just, yeah, I'm sorry. I'll do better. I'll do better. Oh, man. Does that mean you got blown away? Probably. A zipper? No. No, not in the Midwest. We're actually in the Northeast. It's all over the place right now, though. I love story time. Give me all the lore. Oh, yeah. Bald Ross, if you will. Yeah, sort of. Sort of. Rico, we're going to find some really pretty stuff to put this on, though, fam. The tree and all that. Let's get
unsolicited doc pics. Get your wood wet.
So what we'll do, fam, is let's focus on our overlays here for the next couple of weeks. Let's get this done and out of the way. And while I'm working on that in the background, I will also be working on getting the merch ready to go for the tree. I have requests already. I have requests for stickers. I have requests for magnets. I have requests for dark t-shirts.
Nice.
Couple of black coffee mug requests. Yes. Yes. Fam, we'll get them up there. We'll get it all up there. This is something I am really happy with this design, and the fact that it came together so well is simply a reflection of how much us this really is. I love the design. I love how it came out. It was exactly what I wanted. It was exactly what I had in mind. And I could not be happier with it, or the colors, or the gradients. This sets all the branding going forward, like I was talking about last week. That's not a big announcement, fam. It's just a reminder, but that's how this is going to all go. Speedy, how are you? Welcome in. It's okay. I'm just a chill little tree. That's what I'm going to start saying to people, by the way, Zipper. Every time somebody asks me how I'm feeling, I'm just a chill little tree. Yeah. KA again, love, welcome in. Purge. Welcome in. You have an underwear request? Okay. I'll tell you what, Purge, we'll try to get it on a lime green mankini. I'll do better. Boxers? Mankinis. Happy, let's see, chill little tree mankinis. We'll call them chill little mankinis. Oh, man. Purge again, welcome in. Welcome. We actually, by the way, we can. Speedos too, Elfie. We have access to those now. If I wanted to put the happy little tree all over a Speedo or a bathing suit, I can do that. They're not the cheapest options because they're not super popular, not like t-shirts and mugs and all that, but we can do them. It's going to be expensive, but you know what I am going to include in this? A chill little candle. I'll have it in there just in case somebody wants to grab one. But I think if I can get the label right and all that, I've done candles before. If I can get the label right and all that and make it look really good, absolutely. Nothing like a tight mankini. Oh, indeed. Indeed. Zipper. Okay, fam, Zipper just said, I think we're all a menace and nothing should stop us. Welcome to the motto of this entire community. Zipper, that's why our tagline is chaos creates. So many things going on. Fam, by the way, okay, and I know I brought this up and announced this last week. I'm going to bring it up again this week. Every single Sunday now, like clockwork, I promise, and I did it already this morning. If you go to the website and you go to the blog, I did a weekly update, and I'm going to start doing that every single week, and here's why. Okay? Because of the times we are streaming and work lurks, etc., you're not always able to keep up with everything that's going on. So I can announce things on live stream till I'm blue in the face, and the whole community isn't going to get to hear it. That's the nature of the beast. So what I am starting to do is I'm going to start doing weekly updates and drop those on the website every single Sunday. We're going to let you know what our schedule is for the week coming up, as well as what we accomplished that week, both on camera and off. That is for your benefit as well as mine. It's for my benefit because as a creator, sometimes I need a reminder of everything I actually got done that week, so I don't stand there and go, I didn't get anything done this week, when that's not true. So fam, if you go read the blog post, it'll keep you clued into everything we were working on, everything we got done both on and off camera, and give you some good ideas of what's coming up in the very, very near future. We do decorate for Christmas. Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do. Princess, as a matter of fact, starting in December, I have 3 advent calendars behind me. We're going to open them up every day with the community. Whenever there's a day I don't stream, I'll hold it and we'll just hold it over and we'll open 2 days the next day. But oh yes, we celebrate and we decorate. Actually, Princess, can I show you the newest thing? Speaking of which, I've got it right here at my feet. The little mini pops that they make, they actually make an ornament set now. So you slide the little minifigures up into the ornaments and throw them on your tree. They sell them in packs of 9, and it includes two of the little pocket pops already with it. But these are our ornaments for this year. We were trying to decide we wanted more ornaments, trying to decide what we were going to do, and then we found these. Carrie Ann specifically found these, by the way, in the store. And I was over the moon. Very, very excited. Like classic large bulbs, basically, yeah. They're smaller, though. They're smaller. They're only about that wide, to give you an idea. Big enough to comfortably be able to put the pocket pop inside, and then it stays locked in. The cool thing with this is one of the advent calendars I have behind me is the Star Wars Pocket Pop Advent Calendar. And those don't come, I don't think, with the little plastic boxes. I think they're just the loose figures with the plastic bottoms. So what we'll do is we'll actually slide a lot of those up because they're all Christmas themed anyway. So we'll slide probably a lot of those up into here. There's a couple of others that are over there too. Like I've got a couple of Deadpool ones, things like that. There's a display rack that I got. And I had so many pocket pops that I had kept. I have one slot left on that display rack that hasn't been filled yet. We actually found some really good ones, including some turtles too. So that was cool. Aiden, how are you? It's good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome. Yeah, just ask about the bulbs. Okay, here's what Carrie Ann wants you to ask about, fam, by the way. Yesterday we found, very inexpensively, by the way, we found a bunch, they're just big plastic bulbs that look like old school Christmas lights. And they've got little solar chargers on them. You'd hang them up just like you would hang up like fairy lights or anything like that. They're beautiful. And they're stinking cheap. You can find them, fam, by the way, no big secrets here. You can find them at, I can't remember. Was it Dollar Tree or Dollar General? Speaking of ornaments, you'll get a few for Buzz. I just bought the supplies for it all. Aw, love. Thank you, sis. I'm doing pretty decent. Son is trying to blind you from behind. Where are you sitting? Are you in a spot where you could shift a little bit? Oh, that you got from your grandma before you moved? No, those are always wonderful to have. There's a little bit of memory in some ornaments. I've actually finally gotten to the point myself where some ornaments I can finally let go of. They're just so old, so broken, so whatever. And it's like, oh, there were a couple that my kids had made for me that we had to throw away because of the, well, when you use food products to make stuff, eventually things happen. And I'm going to leave it at that. It is, Aiden, I know. When you get the sun, it's hard to tell it to, or make it want to go away, you know? Oh, you've been playing the ukulele? Nice. We're going to be doing some extra work on art today, fam, and I'm going to bring the chill little tree up on screen here in a little bit. And the chill little tree will run the rest of this stream, but that's me, so it's okay. It's just me in avatar form is all it is. I'm really excited to test it out too and show you how exactly that's going to work. So once I get a chance to watch the animation, because I did go with very subtle animation on this, because too much movement and it becomes distracting. So after today's stream, I'll be able to go back and watch the animation too and see what changes I need to make. This is my first time using some more advanced animation techniques for the tree. So I'm going to build it out in small stages. Like today, it probably won't be super noticeable. Over time, he's going to become more and more animated. And that's simply because right now, this is just basic 2-frame animation, but I want to make sure I understand the basics. So I'm making very slight adjustments along the way. He already looks good. I just don't think he is 100% where he needs to be yet. Oh, you're going to do some salt dough ornaments. Oh, nice. Those are always fun, Princess. My cat was trying to help me while I was playing the ukulele. No, cats are not good at playing. They're good at breaking strings, though. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Luckily, no permanent damage. Real quick story you just reminded me of. Good friend of mine had a guitar. Okay, we were roommates for a while. And his cat comes around the corner with what looks like a welt across its back. We didn't know what had happened. It was a very tight line. So we took it to the vet. And the vet wasn't sure either. The vet was like, something whipped around. This cat got into something, like a wire or something. He almost thought maybe like an electrical fence or something, but the cat didn't go outside. So we couldn't really figure it out. So when we got back home, we went looking around and found the broken guitar string. So efforts were made to make sure that didn't happen again. We didn't know exactly what had happened. We figured the cat did something, but we didn't know what. When we caught the cat in the act, my roommate came around the corner into his room and caught the cat chewing on the cords. That's how the cat got hurt. You would have thought after the first trip to the vet, the cat would have learned, but I guess not. Oh, man. With his hand and footprint. Oh, nice. Princess, that's awesome. And he, by the way, Kitty was okay. Kitty was okay. After that, instead of always having the guitar up on the rack like he usually did, he moved it into basically in the guitar cases. Way too cool and way too sweet of a cat to even think about getting rid of it over that. He was a big musician. It was a big deal to him. So he just made up his mind that he was going to figure out how to do it without losing the kitty or otherwise. And he just decided to put everything in cases. The problem with that is that the cases take up a lot more room than having a bunch of guitars up on stands and all that. The ultimate thing was when he moved to his new place, he actually had a whole bunch of racks and stuff up on the wall where the cat couldn't easily get to them. So along the top edge of his wall where it met the ceiling, he actually had the guitars up there. And then he could easily reach up, pick one up, and the cat couldn't get to him. The cat would only do that if it was convenient. Like if the guitar was close to the floor, the cat happened to be walking by and was like, oh, this looks fun to chew on. Once he got him up on the wall, never had a problem after that. But we couldn't do that at the apartment because we couldn't put holes in the walls. But once he got his own place, that was all out the window. Felly, your independency, hell, what's going on? You keep your ukulele in its case, oh yeah. Cats are fun. Princess, cats are fun. And that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Oh, graphics. Oh, man, Ophelia. Oh, my gosh. Outside of being in dependency hell, how are you doing today? It's good to see you. Welcome in. Cats love convenience, but some are like, oh, you think that'll stop me? Oh, yeah. Oh, Zipper, absolutely. I've had cats most of my life. Very close to them, very near and dear to my heart. And I've seen them do all kinds of things. Not as many things as I've seen ferrets do, but I have seen cats do all kinds of things. I'm sorry, when it comes to impossible climbing and achieving the impossible, nothing tops a ferret. I can't believe the lengths they'll go to make things happen. At one point in time in my life, I had 6 betta fish. This was a long time ago, by the way, fam. I had 6 betta fish. Over the course of 1 week, I went from 6 to 0. Because no matter where I put them, no matter how far I kept them away from the ferrets, no matter what lengths I went to make sure they couldn't climb, jump, or whatever, Ghost, who was my albino ferret, insisted on getting to those fish. She had a taste for those fish and was going to eat every last one of them, and she got them too, no matter what I did. She was a very beloved ferret, by the way. Very beloved. Probably my favorite out of all of them. Which is why she got away with so much. But she was a sweetheart, too. She'd be a rascal like that, but then she was also the only ferret that would voluntarily just jump right up on my lap, curl up, and go to sleep. Just wanted to be with me all the time. Oh, ferrets are slinkies with fur, Zipper. They're slinkies with fur. Mom did a test run with ferrets, and they kept stealing my stepdad's wallet. One of the best things with ferrets. Ferrets love potatoes. And I had, the tiniest ferret I had was named Tia, okay? She was healthy and full grown, but was just a little bit under half a pound full grown. She was tiny. Let me tell you how funny it is to watch a ferret carry a potato that is 3 times its weight across the floor. Easily. I turn around and look, and all I see is a potato with little furry legs and a tail. I'm like, how? And I instantly knew which one it was. And here's Tia just bopping across the floor, happy as can be with that potato too. Another thing we couldn't keep any of the ferrets out of were potatoes. We'd always bring them home, wash them off and all that right away in case they got into them. They would actually make their way into Tupperware to make it happen. Oh, man. Chinchillas are really sweet. I've never had one or had much experience with them. But any exposure I have had, they're wonderful. They're wonderful little creatures all the way around. Oh, the banana treats? Yes. I didn't. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why they go for potatoes. Oh, yeah. Yep. Very, very, very high protein diets for ferrets. Absolutely. And that's why. After I had the ferrets I had, I never had any more. All of the ferrets I had were rescues, so they did not live forever, okay? But while I had them and they were in my care, the smell. Oh my goodness. Even though they had...
Oh, saggy pineapples.
Indeed. They had all been, even though they had all been like descented and all that. Oh yeah. Oh, there's still a musk and everything. You bet. You bet. It's always there. It's always there. It's why you have to take extra precautions But even with the extra precautions, fam, indeed. They have a musk. They have a musk. That's really what it is. So. And Iden, that's true. That is true. I'll just watch it real quick. Skunks are fantastic, Zipper. Now that's something I have exposure with, believe it or not. Really good friend of mine had a pet skunk. Had special licensure for it and everything. Another rescue case. But rescued from somebody who had it from a baby. Didn't know how to take care of it or otherwise. So she got a hold of it, took care of it, got special licenses for it, was able to keep it as a pet. All it wanted to do, like every time I held it, you wrap them up in a blanket because they love being warm. Wrap it up in a blanket and it would nuzzle its head in my neck and just stay right there. And was perfectly happy as long as I kept it warm. And you don't hold them like that forever, of course. They need to be able to get down and walk around and all that. But skunks are very sweet. They make great pets. They make great pets. The problem is, fam, they're still a wild animal. And they still have their natural tendencies, and there are a lot of special considerations with them. A lot. The sweet part, all that, that's the fun part. That's the fun part. Skunks are wonderful, but yeah. Yeah, there's a line. There's a line. You just picked the flavor of wild. Oh, that's true. All this, the stomping and all that and putting there. Yes. 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 Even though this skunk in particular had been desacked because it wasn't going to be able to, they weren't going to be able to let it back out into the wild ever. Unfortunately, it was unreturnable. So they had to make arrangements to make it a pet. But even with all that, yes, it would stomp. It would shove its tail up in the air and oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's how you knew it was mad. And it's like, aw. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But Kira, yeah. Oh yeah. Working with a lot of friends because I loved animals. So I worked with the wildlife rehabilitation and some really good friends of mine owned a pet store and some of the things I got to experience and actually got to handle. Gotta admit, not that I have a problem with them. I just wasn't a big fan of the snakes though. A lot of snakes and reptiles in general are not friendly. They don't want to be friendly. Some are okay. Some of them are. Some of them make great pets actually, but a lot of them do not. And it's a different kind of scenario when you're handling something like, and I won't get it far into the creepy crawlies fam, I promise. Just lizards in general though. It's, oh yeah, including nope ropes. Like it's just, they don't like you as much. There's lots of different creatures that you can bond with, birds and mammals and all that. Reptiles are a bit different. Even fish you can bond with. Reptiles are, they'd rather just be, you know what it is? They'd rather just be left alone. I will say that Nile monitors are very friendly though. Enjoyed working with them quite a bit. They like body heat though, and I give off a lot of that. So they take the two, while we were cleaning the cage, I would walk around. I wouldn't actually clean the cage. They just put them both on my chest. They would dig in with their claws and hang on. They only dig into your shirt, by the way, fam, not your skin. But they just dig in and hang on, and I would stand there and let them hang off of me while they cleaned the cage out, because they had a tall cage, one that went way up, so they could crawl around the floor, but also climb up if they wanted to. So it took a while to clean. So they'd just be hanging right there off of my shirt, and we'd be cleaning away. Oh, man. They're secretly cats, but with a lot more I don't want you around kind of stuff. Cats pop back and forth between that. Lizards pretty much all the time. It's like, oh, hey, you're not going to expect to pick me up again, are you? And Kira, yeah, again, skunk stomping is really cute. Anytime a cute furry little creature like that gets mad, it's cute, quite frankly. So, all right. So, fam, we've got about 15 minutes before the first ad, so we got a little bit of time yet. Let's start testing our animation here. Let me get switched over and see if I come back as the chill little tree. This is the first test for today, fam. And sure enough, there we go. Zipper, that's the way to do it. That is absolutely the way to do it. So, fam, this is the first time I've done animation with little bits of motion between the hair, the face, stretching out the mouth a bit more. We made a few changes here. I also got rid of that big jump and that floating around because honestly, it was just kind of distracting. As you saw me working on the other day, fam, we do have a few different expressions for them as well. Thank you, Princess. I appreciate it. Hard stuck on loading assets into Godot. Got the character sprited okay. Walls, floors are loading. Read only. Interesting. Zipper, once I have more animation frames to work with. Oh, indeed. But one thing at a time. Right now, with the current version that we're using, we only have 2 frames. One with my mouth closed and the other with my mouth open. Doesn't stop me from changing expressions, though. This is the first time I tried a big grin and actually felt like I successfully did it. Also have an expression for, when the chill little tree is sad or maybe just a bit unhappy. I also have a nonplussed version. I don't know what it is, but I feel like this expression is one of the best ones in the arsenal, quite frankly. I don't know why I love nonplussed so much, but I do. And fam, when I get excited, because I want to be able to show you all that as well. This is Chill Little Tree's gag screen. Thank you, Zipper. I appreciate it. Princess, I would consider a squirrel, but no, that would be too distracting. That's adding another character in with the character. Although I can see animations and sketches being done where we have squirrels popping out and all that. But yeah, when you're trying to focus on the character, you generally don't. Unless you're doing like a logo or something where you've got a mascot. But when you're focusing on the character, generally you don't want to add other potential characters in there. Normally. Every rule in art is made to be broken. But normally you don't do that because that pulls away from what you're trying to focus on with the character itself. But Zipper, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. And fam, by the way, For today's test, this is what we're going to be working on. We're going to actually start working on these screens. We're going to redo them from the start screen out. And there is some experimentation we are going to be doing today with this. I am very, very happy, by the way, with the overall basic layout of, quite frankly, everything. We just have to now stylize it and bring it in line with the happy little tree. And I'm pretty sure I know how we're going to do that. I'm pretty sure I already know the colors and everything, but we're going to start experimenting with this a little bit today. And we'll see what we can make happen. A squirrel redeem that makes a squirrel with a nut dash across the screen. Maybe. Maybe. These would be ones for the questions and suggestions channel, fam, in the Discord, for sure. Definitely some things I can look at, consider. I definitely wouldn't put that wizard in this tree, though. The characters are too similar. Because that's Stan. Stan uses the same voice, too. You can't have two characters with sunglasses hanging out in the same spot, Zipper. That's just too much cool. We'd break the screen and the stream at the same time. No, no, Kira, stop it. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are not, read my lips, not putting acorns at the base of that tree and making it look like a no, there's enough penis humor in here already. Okay? Stop it. You have to draw a line somewhere when it comes to jokes. And I'm drawing a little big line at the chill little tree. No, Alfie, no. We are not putting nuts at the base of that tree. No. Go make your own tree and put acorns at the base of it. That's just how I see it. I am not, no, no. Have I told you all in the last 15 minutes how much I love every last one of you? And it's all over stuff like this. If I haven't, let me say it again right now to you. I love you all very dearly. Zipper, actually, yes. That answer is yes. I definitely have to keep a lid on it. Somewhere between the Diber? Let me try this again. The Damage Industry Cyber Companions, Dick Charming, and Richard. I think we have more dick than we can handle right now. But. And I gotta be serious here for just a second, okay? But I have also learned that I have a very greedy community. We give them so much dick, and they just ask for more. I even changed Dick TV to a Dick TV. They still ask for more. Now they want to put acorns at the bottom of my new beautiful chill tree. I say nay. I say nay. And now we're at butts. How interesting. Well, I mean, conversation must flow naturally from one thing to another. But I digress. There we go. All right. So, fam, what we're going to be doing with this today is we are going to replace, I've actually already done it. I'm going to replace Aria with the chill little tree on the left. We need to, and I'm going to do this live on stream. We're going to go into the standard Damage Industries logo and redo the colors. This is actually much easier than you might think. All right. So we're going to redo that so we can bring it back to this screen and fix that. Creative Free Flow begins in. We'll change the font there. Now that we have a better font to work with, we're going to work with Calligraffiti. And I will show you all of that as well. And then the more tricky part. I want to have some of the root tendrils actually wrapping around these frames. And we're going to try to highlight them this way. Now, I have an idea to try and make this work. If we can make it work here, we'll be able to make it work on the rest of the screens as well. And that is the idea. I only have one artistic touch that I need to add to this screen in terms of creating or drawing something new. And if it works here, we'll be able to add it onto the rest of the screens as well. Zipper, I'm going to remember that expression forever. Nerds are sugar gravel. Actually, yes, they are. Yes, they are. Very much so. And yes, the chill tree does, yes, it does move with the cricket sound. Anything that comes through that microphone. Eventually, I'll have that one fixed. The routing gets a little bit tricky because I also have this set up for recording and all that as well. But we'll get that one taken care of. We'll get that one taken care of. All right, fam. So I already have the chill little tree right where that needs to be. I need to, oh, okay. Let's do this next. There we go, fam. Now this is going to be actually a generally easy fix. Because I can just, yep. Yeah. The way I set this up, fam, once I had this all figured out and how I could layer everything in, just made life so much easier. Now, the only thing I've got to make sure of okay, that background is fine. I just have to focus on the group over here. So for that, all I'm going to do is, of course, we're going to grab this green right here. And then I should be able to just drop that hex code right in here, and we should be good to go. Fam, by the way, I am aware that the ads are about to pop here in just a few seconds. And it didn't copy that color. That's okay. And we'll redo that. And now we can drop that in. Okay. So fam, here's what we're going to do. Ads are about to start on Twitch. And I don't want any of you to miss any of the stream if you're sitting in them. So here's what we're going to do. Ads are going to run for 3 minutes. We do that every hour so we can get the ads out of the way. When we get back, we're going to be working more on the logo and on our screens. So everybody, please don't go away. All right, fam. Ads are done. We are back. I will be back up on camera momentarily. There we go, fam. All right. So, fam, have some things to show you here. Already got some of the new colors in here. Much bolder design now. Let's jump over on that screen. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. These are darker, richer, more glowy colors. So I love the effect this is having. That's the logo with the new colors, fam. And it is super bold. I love it, by the way. Very much on theme and all that. I actually want to see if maybe I can add some thickened lines maybe on the inside of this real quick. Just see what that looks like. Not going to get very complicated with it. It is. Zipper, it's nice and bold. It's nice and bold. And that's what I like about it. Now, here's where we will experiment with it a little bit. Let's make sure before we finalize this that it's going to blend well with everything else. What I do, fam, is I always export at 2000 by 2000 because it's a good size file. You don't lose any fidelity when you're putting it out in other documents, things like that. But it's not a massive 11,000 by 11,000 image where you're trying to layer a whole bunch of them in at the same time. So what I'll do is I'll save that as a final logo 2000. And then on our opening screen here, we will copy and paste this into this screen here. Okay, fam. On the screen right now, I get asked a lot about how much difference just a shade or two can make. This will give you a good idea. What you see right now is the new, okay? Darker, richer, but also a touch more subtle. All right, it's not meant to be the highlight of what you're watching. Just there to make things look a bit extra pretty. That's the difference between something you want to stand out more and something you don't. I like the bolder, richer, darker, more glowy colors for the branding anyway. And this will allow whatever we're working on to be the standout, which is what it's supposed to be, fam. But just that little bit of difference. Now I can take this old one, by the way, and get rid of it. I actually want to keep that about the same height as the tree. And then have about the same amount of distance. Okay, 25.5 and 56.2. Okay. So what I can do, fam, is use my keyboard and just start to nudge this. And once you've looked at those figures, those little white boxes you see, you probably can't see the numbers in them, but it's showing me how many pixels on either side. So it'll help me straighten it out a bit better. Now, the one thing we got to keep in mind it'll actually have more room on the right side than the left, because what we can't really see right now is the outline on the tree. And that adds extra black space in between. So that's how we make that one happen. Now, creative free flow. That we're probably going to change up. Let me start with calligraphy, which is the font I've been using right along. By the way, fam, this font you see me using is completely free. This is a Google font. Now, what I'm going to do, because calligraphy does not have a... Okay, does not have a bold version. So another little trick you can do is highlight it and using the same color. That's the trick. Go in, add a layer effect, add an outline. Again, make sure you're matching the color up. Let me double check our text color here too. That's easy enough. Now what'll happen, fam, where it says creative free flow begins in, the more I increase this, it should naturally thicken up the font, but we gotta watch it to make sure we don't overdo. We'll bolden that up by 2. Okay, we're good there. Now the next thing with this font, and this is one of the things that I love about it, is that a lot of this, of course, is designed to ooh, why does that look like that? Wait a minute, fam, hang on. How magnify? Oh, I'm at 153%. That's why. Okay. Okay, we're still good there. Once we're down to regular size. Now, a little trick I've learned, fam, especially with artistic text. If you want to change the spacing just between letters, you can do that. You're not stuck changing the spacing without having to go into other boxes and all that. Really, really, really awesome, fam. Now I'm going to show you how this works. So get yourself in just the right spot. Hold down your Alt key. And then use your left and right arrow keys. And it will allow you to change the distance between all of that. So with a font like this, where you generally want things to go together more, you can now do that. The only other thing you got to be careful of, oops. Whatever spacing you use, just make sure you keep it consistent. So I will try to keep as many skinny lines between text like I have already. And of course, make sure you keep it as legible as possible too. And it's, again, one of the things I love about this font is it's really easy to make it look like writing. You just got to change some of the spacing and all that. Every once in a while, I do have to get in there, change the lettering over to curves, and work with the curves a little bit like you've seen me do before. And then we'll move that out a little bit so that those 3 dots are there. And now that we have that all set, I can back out again. Now, should I change this? Let me just see here real quick, fam. All right, now let's scroll out and see what we got. I think I'm going to need to bring back that, excuse me, fam. That outline I was doing before. Let me see if I can bring this back a little bit. Yeah, it looks like 1 pixel is going to be the max on that. You make sure changing that outline didn't really goof anything up. Not really. Everything is still attached. Because I got rid of 1 pixel, fam, I had to go into these and move everything 1 pixel back, basically. There we go. Okay. So now that we've lined everything up, Azaruth, how are you? Welcome in. It is good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Trying out our new stream avatar today, by the way. Please welcome in the chill little tree. Fam, those of you just joining in, we are working on our stream overlays and working them into our final version of the branding. If you'd like to see a full detailed account of everything we got done last week, both on camera and off, as well as what we're going to be working on this week, head over to our website. We got a fresh blog post up there for you, complete with this week's schedule. Much love again, fam, by the way, to all of the members that made it out on Friday night that were able to join in with us. Really fun time. Hanging and chilling with everybody, playing a little golf. Again, members, reminder, if you are a member on the site, our members only night is going to be the first Friday of every month. This month it was thrown off a little bit because I was off last week. But going forward, that will always be the time. Whether you're playing the game with us or not, you are welcome to stop in, hang out. Maybe I can simplify this even a little bit further. Might mean we need to move a couple things here, but that's not a big deal. There we go. At some point, fam, thinking of comments that were made a bit earlier to us. At some point, I think I will have those leaves blowing in the wind. One thing at a time, though. The tree is me, too. It's a chill little tree, Ulrich. It is me back here, though. We're actually testing out the tree today. Whenever you see that little avatar on screen, that means it's me. Good to see you, Ulrich. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have you here. Hope you're having an amazing Sunday so far. Got to get ourselves right back into that overlay, though. We'll find a better timer to put down there. You know, I'm not even sure the Damage Industries needs to be in there now, because the tree is so much bigger. Again, especially because that's going to take the place of the other neon branding anyway. So even though I'll leave the colors like that, because that is within branding, I think I'm going to take that right off that page. And it's good I've got that too. But we'll work some more on that later. For right now, I could actually take that out of there now too. Okay. So what we're going to do instead, we'll get that out of there. I think what we'll do, we'll handle some of the negative space with gradients and all that. That's how we can handle that one. Okay, I see how I had that set up. Very good. This is where life is going to get very interesting. If people are on this page, they already know they're at Standard Damage Industries. Yeah, yep. But Zipper, it's important to have your branding everywhere. Whatever your symbol is going to be. So in this case, we've got the tree. So we're good. We're good. And this is just loving advice, by the way. Be careful when you say they're already going to be at location X, so they should know. You would not believe the number of people, especially on mobile, because mobile views and all that are different, where they'll be on a stream or at a location they don't know where they are if it's not on the screen. How many times I've heard, wait a minute, whose page am I on again? I know where you were coming from with that comment, Zipper. I got you. I just warn people about that because I see a lot of people do things like that. Well, they're already here, so they must know, right? Well, you'd be surprised. Very. Especially because we look at it from the perspective of this is our page, this is our community. People in general know what's going on. We have a tendency to not look at it like the people that are coming and seeing and being introduced to us for the first time. And that's been, I'm only getting into this, Zipper, because it's been a big focus for me. You want to make sure you keep your existing community comfortable while you're also doing the things that will attract new people to the stream. I feel like this color scheme and things like that and all that are going to do a great job of doing that all on its own too. For sure. Kira, oh yeah. There's actually a couple times, Kira, where I've done that, by the way. I've walked away and come back to a different stream. And I'll actually check out what's going on, and I've actually done a couple of follows based on that. I'm like, this is actually a pretty cool place. I'll come back and check this later. But again, I knew where I was. So I just thought I'd heard you say you didn't really need it with the tree. Oh, yeah. No, Zipper. I gotcha. And no arguments at all. None. I just like to make a point of that because that's something I hear a lot. And it's like you've got to shift that mentality because otherwise, you're going to put yourself in a short spot for sure. And people can be surprised by a person they were watching doing raids. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm currently screaming into the void, trying to get unstuck in Godot. Are you still not able to load the asset, Zipper? Is that what's going on? Are the assets still loading as read-only? Okay. Now, this over here is where life is going to get a bit more interesting. I want to just get back. There it is. Because that should be about... Okay, what we want to do is get all of these about 10 pixels. Gonna go a little bit thinner on that, fam. Again, big experiment here. We're gonna see how this works out. We'll go completely outside. I'm going to get rid of that gradient. I'm going to go with a solid color. And we're going to want that solid color to actually be... I'm going to want that purple again. Fam, bear with me. I'm going to look up a color code here real quick. We'll check that out. Zipper, little fun fact, by the way. All a tile set is, well, and I don't know, maybe with Godot it's different, but in my experience, all a tile set is an image just in a particular format. So it should read the same, but Felly would know more than I would. Because Felly's actually worked with Godot, so. Oh, Elfie, thank you for that, by the way. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Let's get in here. I want to make sure that we get things swapped over to... Zipper, just going through File Explorer. Right click. I don't know if there's something that has to be. You know what? I should probably shut up. Because there might be something in the engine itself that has to be clicked. I assume we're not talking about File Explorer permissions. Oh, Zipper, no worries. No worries. I just feel that Elfie and Felly could do a much better job than I could. And I should not be interrupting them trying to help you. Because they will genuinely try to help you. Split into an atlas or several dozen images. Oh, Felly, I didn't realize that. So it is different from RPG Maker then. And okay, so that was the File Explorer permissions. Okay. Zipper, along the lines of the conversation we had recently, it's going to feel that way for a while. Hang in there. Hang in there. If you ever have a moment where you feel discouraged, hang in there. I promise you it gets better. I promise you it gets better. Things that took you 8 hours will suddenly take you 1. You'll have a task that you've got to do in the course of your development. And you're going to roll your eyes. It's like, great. I remember the last time I did that, how long it took me. And then you find it takes half the time or a quarter of a time or an eighth of the time to get it done. Practice, love. It's all about practice. The more you do it, the easier and the faster it gets. And I cannot believe how much faster I can move now. Well, in everything, but I'll talk to the game dev specifically. Just because of practice and experience. Things come a lot more naturally. Felly was with me when I was trying to establish a world edge barrier and only succeeded in making my character, fall off the world slowly. Give yourself time and enjoy the process, Zipper. I know sometimes it's easier said than done. I have my moments with game dev too, and I love what I'm doing. Every second of it. It's been a lot of work. It's also been a lot of fun. But again, Zipper, I'm right there with you. That's me just a few months ago. Just a few months ago. It didn't even take me a year. Just a few months ago. You will get there, Zipper, I promise. Just keep working with it. Just keep practicing and don't give up. Don't give up. All right. Rico, thank you so much for the lurk. We will see you on Tuesday. All right, fam. Let me go ahead and get back in here. I want to make sure I get the right base color here. Okay. The color I wanted to look up was our purple again. So let me make sure I get that one. Oh, I see what I did. That's okay, though. That's the one that's controlling everything. Okay. Much better. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that overlay actually there. And we'll just let that set like that for now. Because if I'm going to put a gradient on anything, I'm going to put it over the whole thing. But what I want to do is I want to set it up so that we have tendrils working around the outside. So we're going to try something a little bit different this time. Okay, I'm going to just leave the background up so I can actually see what I'm doing. We're going to pull up the grid. There we go. Show grid. Now the grid itself. Let me see how this is actually set up at the moment. Going to come in here, click on grid and axis. Spacing is already 10. Okay. Which is what it usually defaults to, by the way, fam. And that's exactly what I want to go with. Okay. And we are pretty squarely on those lines. So what I want to try and do I'm going to take that. I'm going to move it into smart mode.
Subscription confirmed. HR will overlook your crimes. This time.
Ah, indeed. Indeed. Jared, thank you so much for that renewal. Really appreciate it. Let's see. Where are we at right now? 66 months. Thank you so much for the continued support. Jared, how are you? 3 months until the nice one. Indeed. We're going to have to throw some fireworks up into the air or something. Celebrate a great doom, Mountain Dew 69. Jared, hope you're having an awesome day so far. Welcome in. Or something. Or something. Something will get tossed into the air. We don't know what it is. But we'll figure it out. Okay. What I'm going to do, fam, under view, check our snapping here. For right now, I'm going to shut the object snapping off. I don't want it to, I want it to attach to the grid. Okay, let me grab a couple of these. Okay, this should let me, good, it did, okay. I was going to say, this should let me pick right up where I left off. I do have to move that over a little bit further, though. Let's see. I wonder if there's a way I can temporarily just shift this right over and center it better and then move it back. There we go. That will allow me to better center what I'm working on up here with these. Okay. So let's get those the rest of the way out. Okay. Back to the pen, still on. Smart mode, so I should be able to. What I'm working on here, fam, by the way. I keep overshooting the mark with that too. What I'm working on here is... Okay, and I might need to stretch that out a bit. What I'm going to do, fam, is I'm going to double layer this so it ends up looking like it's coming out over top, but then ducking back in underneath. We'll get there in just a little bit, fam. This is going to look a little rough initially, fam, but we'll get it smoothed out, no problem. Okay. And that's actually where that should come up. And then back up and around to this one. There we go. The trees are alive with the sound of music. Sarge, how are you? It's good to see you. Welcome in. And Jared, I'm sorry I missed your message earlier. Weekend is going fantastic. Working on our overlays and all that right now, fam. We are also doing a technical test for the happy little tree. There we go. Frustrated, Sarge. What's going on? How can we chill you out? Okay, that comes up to this one, which is right here. And just above that line. So right about there. And then we'll close that one off with that. Okay. Good. Perfect? No. But we'll see what else we can do. The electrician has to come back out tomorrow. Did such a bad job replacing the light in the bathroom. Hanging a foot off the ceiling. It came loose. Well, Sarge, I am really sorry to hear that. Like I said before, if it's not one thing, it's another, right? I am so sorry to hear that's the case, though. I truly, truly am. Zipperneck Frankenstein, congratulations on that. That's awesome. Love it when you're able to climb a mountain and get to the other side. What turned out to be the ultimate problem, by the way? We'll get one of those in there. Now, if I make all of these smart, will it help straighten out that loop for me is the question. Okay, some of this I'm going to have to straighten out by hand. I can tell that already. Just too much going on that's a little bit too close there. So we'll figure that stuff out here in a minute. Now, normally I enjoy the idea of things being left dangling loose and free, but not light fixtures, I would agree. Electricity, under circumstances like that anyway, is not your friend. Not even close. Outdated tutorials and user error. Oh, it was a PEBCAC error? You have to make your tile set layer node and then way at the... Okay. And then way at the bottom before you click anything else. You have to tile set and tile map. You have to click the tile set there too. So, Zipper, what you are proving to me right now is that no matter what game engine you use, there are always going to be things that seem way more complicated than they need to be. I ran into similar problems with my mapping software too. I didn't want to go with what was in the engine. I wanted more advanced capabilities. Glad I did that. Glad I took the time to learn it too. That's why we switched from using RPG Maker for the maps to Tiled. Because Tiled is just infinitely better. Infinitely better. But it does mean a lot more hoops to jump through. It meant an awful lot of learning I had to do if I wanted to do my own tile sets. Now I know, but oh yeah. And Zipper, since we're going down this road anyway, remember that lots of errors end up being PEBCAC errors. For those of you out there that don't know what PEBCAC stands for, problem exists between keyboard and chair. There's always got to be extra steps, right? Always. Zipper, something to watch there too. I don't know how old the tutorial was that you were watching or what you were using, but always watch the dates on those. Because most software is being improved and changed all the time. Oh yeah. Yep. And the other part of that too is it's open source. Godot is open source. So that's means that there's going to be even more changes and all that along the way. Oh, Zipper, there you go. And yeah, Zipper, anything that's community backed, you're going to run into that a lot. Lots of changes and all that. Let's see. Okay. Since I can easily undo. Let me take a look at the situation here real quick. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do and then I can actually have this one instead. Right over there. Okay, perfect. Fam. What I'm doing is I'm actually working on setting this up so it looks like it's wrapping around the outside of this. So I'm bringing these a lot closer in. And this is an experiment, fam. We'll see if we can make this one work. Okay, we should just have one little one right there. So what I'll do is I'll take these two out. There we go. Now we got to bring that just back to the inside. Double check and make sure I've got those points in the right spot. I do. Okay, we'll get rid of those two in the corner. Leave that as a regular corner. Okay, and then let me see what I did on the other side here. Actually, these were both relatively the same. So it looks like really I just got to bring this one down. Okay, now that's coming to a tighter corner there. Let me move this back over where everybody can see it. Oh, come on now. Okay. Now, with this, the only other thing I want to do, let's see. Around the outside to the inside. And then it'll wrap around the outside over there. Okay. So what I got to do is I've got to, in essence, improve the length of these curves over here. Okay, so I can do this. Let me just move in a bit real quick. Okay, those are in a good spot. Okay, before I get too carried away on the corners, spraying these guys in. There we go. That'll make this a little bit easier. that looks a little bit... Oh. Because we ended up with an extra one in there somehow. Not sure how I did that. That explains why that looks odd. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate that. And we're going to drop it below the credits window. And what we're going to try to do is grab the eraser here. And then see if we can't get this to alternate a touch like it is wrapped around. Actually, let me do this first. Oh, I know what to do. There we go. Okay. Okay, so over the top. It was on the wrong one. Let's try this. All right, so for this one, we're going to have to do this one. Let me look up here for a minute, fam. My successful attempt was just in my environment node and not in my tile map layer node. Made the right node. Oh, the tile set button is gone. Oh, no. It happens. Oh, child is now finger painting. Nice. Felly, what are they painting? If I'm looking at my old jam game right, a place tile has to have its collision set up. Oh, in the tile editor portion of Godot. Gotcha. That way you can have a 2-foot unjumpable wall. Probably just need to take that one straight up out of there. What I'm probably going to have to do is, Boom Boomy, how are you? It is good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. Hope you like our new avatar. I give you the chill little tree. As a matter of fact, this is Boom Boomy we're talking to, so we're going to give Boom a face full of chill little tree. Fam, by the way, I don't know what Twitch god I made happy today, but did you all notice we got to skip an entire set of ads today? We did. That was awesome. Oh, very chill, Boom. Very chill. Give me 1 second here. I gotta get myself off camera real quick. Give me a moment. Sorry about that, fam. Just needed to, I realized how long I've been standing. Realized I needed to sit. So that's what I'm going to do. Double it and give it to the next streamer. Yes. Exactly. And Zipper, what did you find? Let me see. So now my problem is the tile set. I have is in a tile set format. In the tutorials, you just adjusted it. You just adjusted if it was 16 by 16 and so on. Well, what size tile set is it looking for though, Zipper? This version doesn't seem to have that. Oh, but you found it. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Nope. Nope. None of the above. Whenever I have to fiddle around, Elfie, I have that installed in VadoTube as well. Because I think that's a lot prettier than just, BRB or something like that. But this way, when I need to sneak off camera and talk to somebody in character, makes that a touch more realistic. All right, fam, let's see if we can't get this to do what we want it to do. It's still going down. Oh my gosh. Why does it keep trying to put the mask someplace else? I don't understand. And this actually shouldn't be a problem. What's going on, fam? Just to let you know is it's not erasing or not masking the right layer like it's supposed to. And that's where I am running into some issues. Yes, it's actually trying to erase the layer underneath. All right, I'm going to try one more thing here. That's what we're going for. Now, do I need to do something different? No, I did not. Thank you, love. Thank you. Then I was on the wrong scene. I don't know. It's got a grid on the tile sheet, and they adjust the tile size and the lines. Oh, till it fits. So that allows you to use different size tile sheets and just specify it in the engine. That's actually pretty cool. RPG Maker does something similar, but what you've got going on sounds a bit more advanced and a bit more flexible. So Let's see. Do I maybe just need to shrink this down a bit and okay. And I can probably fix that with a little bit of shading. So that won't be a problem. Let's try to get this one up top here. That's right. The whole thing has to go behind that. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I just had another idea. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're going to find out. As a matter of fact, now that I'm doing this, I might not even need that second curve back there. We're going to find out, though. And then it's going to wrap all the way around and come back down through there. Okay, and then that's where I was running into problems. All right, now I figured it out. Philly. Godot is a general engine instead of specialized. More things have to be specified in design stages. But it doesn't have to be any hard size requirements for assets as a result. Theoretically, you could use a screen size image as a single tile. Oh, nice. Okay. That would just be weird unless you were going for a weirdness trip type game. Yeah. It's hard, Felly. It's hard to get. That was actually part of my homework when I was looking at game styles and all that. It's hard to get those kinds of games to take off. That's really all it is. It's more of a business thing, of course, than anything else. But I enjoy a good trippy game every now and then, too. For sure. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Just because that needs to come out too. That outside corner edge. And then what we'll do as it wraps around, let me see. Let's get a hold of this. Let's just get this rounded in a bit. There we go. Now we're really starting to get somewhere with this. So this will wrap around to the outside. Now, when I put the other curve back up behind it, it should fill in everything relatively nicely. There's a couple spots there that are going to get a little tricky, but we'll fix those. So far, we are on track, though. Very good. The idea being, fam, of course, we're going to have that green wrap around the outside. Now, what'll probably happen is I'll change that to the same fuchsia I used for the trunk, and then the tendrils will just all splay out from there. Okay, these vines are actually coming along a lot nicer than I was expecting. This is awesome. And that's going to get wrapped around. Oh. I need to remember more often to start erasing from the left, because that always clears all of that craziness out of the way. Okay, let's take care of the top part of that curve now. This has been an ongoing battle for me. Oop. Perfect. Okay. Take that bottom curve out again. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just happy accident myself there? I did. Okay, this part should be going underneath. That should go all the way up, and I might actually need to. No, I do not need to adjust that. Let's take a better look. Make sure that excellent. Okay. I'm going to have to do that a little bit differently. Let's bring this down just a bit more. Since this particular curve is going to be a bit more difficult, we're going to slowly ease that out, and then there we go. There we go. See, I'm going to have a couple little things up here I got to fix, but nothing too bad. Looks like we're doing pretty good here so far. All right, so oh, that's right. Before I get too carried away with the racing, I need to expand that out too. There we go. That's the erasure that I wanted to undo. Now we're going to take this. I'm on the right curve, right? Yes, I am. Trying to figure out okay, so that is the upper curve that's the problem. So I'll have to figure that one out in a little bit here. First things first, though. Let's get rid of this access over here. I think the only other thing we're going to need to do here is restore a little bit of that back up top, but we can do that. All right, let's try something a little bit different here. There we go. That should help out a bit. Indeed. Okay. Okay, let's get some more of this in here. Actually, I need to put this on the layer down below. Let's get my drawing tool back. Wait a minute. Why did it shift? Oh, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to switch back to the eraser real quick. I should be able to. Oh, there it is. Okay. I might have to just make a make a curve to fix that, which would not be world ending. Let's see, are we at, okay, that's close to 100. So at 100 we're fine, but as soon as we start to get in there, it starts to break apart pretty easy. Okay.
Subscription confirmed. HR will overlook your crimes. This time.
Speedy, thank you so much for the renewal. 67 months. Thanks for an amazing 67 months, Jamie. And here's to many, many more. Speedy, same. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I almost want to break Amazon's DRM and send you our Angel copies of the Celtic art design books you have. Oh, really? Making a gingerbread. A gingerbread wooble. While I wait for the compile of it. Oh, nice. Very, very nice. drive, fam. I actually really like that. Overall, not exactly. Where I would like to be, but now I have another idea. Since we have the tools and the technology, fam, what I'm going to do I'm going to make a set of curves we can copy. I'm not happy with the smoothness of this. This is going to allow me to create a set of these, wrap them around, and adjust as needed. And then, did this actually choose the right color for us? I don't think it did. Let's try this again. Because all I want to do now there we go. Okay. That's where I wanted to be. Get that out of there. We'll try this one more time. Okay. So in by about another half. And then back out to here by that one. And then in one more by down here. There we go. Fam, by the way, quick apology. Things did get a little bit away from us here. It's going to roll ads on us anyway, so fam, we'll hang out for an extra minute or two. Hang on tight. I can't stop the ads from happening, unfortunately. Oh, I don't have my magnet on. That's why. Now, if this works out, now, fam, what I should be able to do with that is grab that and slide it over. We need to get rid of that outer border, though. And now that it's complete, I can just grab these points. And start to shape them. The idea being, fam, I didn't want to just phone this one in. I want it to actually look like it's wrapping around a bit. Wrapping around that outer camera frame, and that's exactly what we're going for. And once I get one of these done, I'll be able to duplicate it, of course, for the rest. I'm going to get rid of that one for now and bring that one in. Because what this will allow me to do, fam, is it's going to give me, again, some extra flexibility. And I'll be able to make them a bit more rounded and look a bit more like vines and have them a bit more bulbous where they can actually wrap around that pole instead of looking like a candy cane. And that's really what it is. I want it to look like a little bit more like a vine wrapping around it as opposed to there just being a stripe running through it is the idea. Philly, thank you so much for offering so much help to Zipper too. I know I've said this a lot. I really appreciate that again. All right, fam, let me get up to the big screen. It has been my joy being here with you as the chill little tree. Almost as much as it's been my pleasure to be here as myself. Oh, let me get the camera adjusted, fam. That's right. I sat down since we got started. All right, everybody, I want to say thank you for a really wonderful Sunday. This is going to give me a chance to go back, look at the footage, see how well the chill little tree is animated, and what adjustments I have to make. We'll probably make those adjustments throughout the week. The big plan, fam, the goal is we're going to stay right on these overlays and get them done. Now that we have chill little tree done, everything else is going to start to pretty much fall right into place. And that's what we're going to work on. So, fam, hopefully by the end of this week, we'll have all of that done. Because once that's done, we immediately turn our attention to, and I've been working on this in the background too, fam, but we immediately turn our attention to the album covers and getting the rest of that stuff done so we can get the songs out to you and you can get them in your hands so you can use them. So, Zipper, oh yes. Yes, it is time, love. It is time. We usually go up until about 5 p.m. So it is time to hang out. For sure. Fam, let me go ahead real quick and let me see who is on right now and who we can go share this love with. Say hello to. All right, fam. Here's what we're going to do. Working on game dev right now. And it's been a little bit since we had a chance to go in and say hello to him. We're going to raid into Just Covino. Title today, Game Dev, Whatever Happened to Those Sticky Hands? I think we should go find out what happened to those sticky hands. Zipper, we will be back on a Tuesday, by the way, at 2 p.m. or earlier. And Tuesday is a worthwhile stop-in, fam. Because Tuesdays are where we switch gears. We work on game dev. Now, right now, we have a lot of artwork we've got to do there, too, so we can get back to the programming and all that. Because I need some assets so I can test a few things out. So right now, we are working on Dick Charming. So if you would like to come in and see how Dick is coming along, or you're just sitting at home saying to yourself, you know, I think it would be a really great day to go to Standard Damage and watch him draw Dick all day. Tuesday is your day. Now, fam, if I am able to, I will start earlier, but it is guaranteed that we will start by 2 p.m. just like we do on every stream day. I'm hoping to eventually extend the stream times out, but give me a little time on that, fam. We got a lot of work to do. So, fam, we're going to raid into Just Covino. And, fam, give me 1 second, please. Because I know the raid call didn't fix itself, so give me a minute. I didn't get a chance to fix that one either. So give me a second. I love this song, fam. It's such a bop. All right, fam. Think I got it? Okay. There we go, fam. There's our raid call. Go ahead and copy and paste that when we get over there to Just Covino. I will once again try to repair that command and see if I can get it to do its thing the next time. I think I just keep forgetting to say, fam. I think that's all that is. It is my fault, too. There we go. All right, everybody. Our raid has begun. One more time, both on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you so much for being here. So much love to all of you. We'll be back on Tuesday starting at 2 p.m. at the latest. But until that time comes, please, fam, stay safe, stay healthy, and know that a big, bald, goofy comedic artist loves you dearly. From the bottom of his heart. Take care, everybody, and please have an absolutely amazing night. I love all of you.